Welcome back, everybody. Bearded Griller. If you're coming back for the second part of our ultimate barbecue cart build, thanks for coming back. If not, go back and check out that first video. For the top, I decided I wanted it to be solid, and since I don't have a joiner, I got some 2x6s and I ran them through the table saw, squared them off, cut some biscuit joints, and obviously way too many biscuit joints. That's what you do when you get a new tool, right? So even though I used a biscuit joiner and everything else, it still came out a little bit wavy after we were done gluing it. So here we're building a down and dirty quick router sled. You can see where I marked the sides for our 2x4s, created a little area in the middle for the router to run, and now I'm just cutting it out with the jigsaw. There's lots of better videos to show you how to do this, but since I did it, I thought I'd bring you along. I pilot drilled all the melamine. It has a tendency to crack and chip if you don't. Here I'm just using some scrap wood to throw some ends on it so that way it'll ride the guides. I've got a 3/4 inch surfacing bit from Whiteside in here. My router is a little small for this project, so I had to take a lot smaller bites than you normally would for something like this if you had a full-size router. This tabletop's about 30 inches wide, 6 feet long. I ended up having to do both sides. I don't even want to tell you how long that took. Let's just say, ouch. Here we're taking a roundover bit, put a nice roundover on the outside. I went through, filled any cracks and holes with some wood epoxy, ran over it with the belt sander and my orbital sander. I went ahead and loaded it into my Shapeoko XXL. Here I'm using my JTech 7-watt laser. It's set at about 75% and about 115 millisecond burn time. The logo is about 22 inches around, and it took right at about 7.5 hours to complete. If you haven't done it already, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, like and share this video. I really appreciate everyone's support, helping the channel grow so I can make you guys some more awesome content. Here you can see I flipped it around. I came up with a new logo. Let me know in the comments if you guys like it. I had the laser on the same settings, 75%, 115 millisecond burn time. Still took right at about 7.5 hours. It's about 9 inches tall by about 26 inches wide. Here we're using the CNC router to cut the insert, so that way when you're not using the kettle, you can put this back in place and still have a full work surface. If you've been watching my other videos, you saw the one where I did the Shoshugibon finish. My plan for this top was a full Shoshugibon finish, but then I decided I'd laser engrave some stuff on it, and I was afraid I'd screw that up. So here I'm just doing a really light burn, which still makes the grain pop, although it's not a true Shoshugibon finish. I'm using the Chestnut Products Spirit Stain in Red. I got it from 518woodstylings.com. Really like this stuff. Alcohol based, dries super fast, goes on really well, and just makes this wood grain pop. It looks awesome in the sunlight. Like a total newbie, I forgot to press record when I was putting the poly on this. I went ahead and finished it with some Minwax satin. Did about 4 or 5 nice thick coats on it. Came out really nice. You can see I cut some inserts really quick out of some 2x and mounted it from underneath with a little wood glue, so that way our top has something to mount to, and also the handles on our Weber kettle, someplace to sit. Just used some wood glue and a couple pocket screws to mount it in place. Came back through with some black paint afterwards and touched it up. Here we set the grill in for the first time finally. Really happy with how it fits. Plenty of room around it. Looks nice. Drop that top back in. I used a 1/4 inch router bit, so I've got a 1/4 inch on each side. Plenty of room. Nice fit and finish. This thing's gonna be sweet. Come back next week and we'll put the finishing touches on this bad boy.